share with you guys a bit on the trailer that's travelling on the dirt roads. We've covered about 700-800 kilometres of dirt roads, and so far so good. Some of the damage that we've had is 2 wheel bearings. Both happen to be on the same side, inner bearing as well, so not too sure why that's happened. But we actually repacked all the bearings, cleaned them all up and repacked all 4 wheels just to be on the safe side. I'll show you guys around the trailer. So on the front, we have the DO35 off-road tow hitch with the breakaway system and a Hydra King or Hydra Star hydraulic brake actuator. That's all been really good so far. We actually did do a brake line. I couldn't feed the new line through the chassis, so I had to run it on top. We had a hydraulic brake line split inside of that, so that's everything replaced. Our stone guards, which were custom made, got there first. A few small holes, but that's to be expected. We smashed out a clearance light, had to cable tie that in. It still works, but now it's broken. And you can see the damage to the paint from the rocks. So that would be the damage on our boat if we didn't have stone guards. Besides that, everything is in good order. It's very dusty, we've had to wash it down a few times. But in terms of off-road, it's running really well. Got lots of clearance, about 40 centimetres of clearance to the axles. The suspension is holding up really well. We added in the Cruise Master off-road heavy-duty shocks. And they're really taking the shock out of it. Now, for those of you wondering how to travel off-road with a boat trailer, I'll show you guys through the back of the setup. With our transducers, we actually wrap them up in cling wrap, glad wrap, and then wrap them up in electrical tape, so that fully seals them off from the dust and the stone chips. The outboards themselves, we fully wrap them in glad wrap, top to bottom, wrapping up the props. Then we have custom outboard covers over the top. Now, my outboard covers actually have a zip on the inside that runs all the way down, and then it has Velcro over the top just to seal it up. We picked up these support poles. They've got their own little suspension which has a bit of play in it, so they just mount in on the roller bar in the back of the leg. Behind the ram, inside the engine trim, we have a little block of timber. We've lowered it down so there's no pressure on the actual shocks and rams. From there we strap them down, so each motor's got its own strap. That's to keep them centered, and also we applied a bit of tension so that these springs are actually a little bit loaded. And there's our other transducer. So we're just travelling on Ryan's Bend into Limmen National Park. Very shortly we'll be heading off the turn off to Nathan River, which will take us up to Lorella Springs, where we'll stay the night at the station, followed by the Lost Cities. We've just rocked up to Lorella Springs turnoff. There's a nice big sign out on the side of the road. We've got a few activities up on the board for us to go do, like some wetlands. We can go for some bushwalks, 4-wheel drive tracks, see some waterfalls and some hot springs. Alrighty, so our first morning on the station, we're heading out on the Talawa track. They said it probably takes about an hour and a half. We're gonna head up to Nanny's Retreat, which is a bunch of rock pools, and after that to Helicopter Pool, Les Spa and Fern Gully for around lunchtime. They're all little springs. They said it's sort of a full day track, but we're gonna see how we go and check out the rest of the park.
We got everything we need right here. Wine and burning chemistry. You and me alone. You and me alone. Inside of our embassy. Everything we need right here. Make me sing along. Sing along. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. Oh, watch me. Dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me. Dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need right here.
It's rocked up at Helicopter Pools. About a 600-metre walk from the car park. It's a pretty gnarly four-wheel drive track.
Where you wanna go, where you wanna go. Stars align to your face, pretty sweet, your sour taste. Make me sing along, sing along. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. Oh, watch me.
So Major League got bogged.
Write down all your memories, feel the things you wanna feel, yeah.
Alrighty, this morning we decided to, before we leave, head up to Flying Fox wetlands. So we just had breakfast at the back of the car on the side of the track. Let us show you guys the wetlands.
Let's grab a paddle and let's go.